Well, what's up, everyone? I want to thank you guys for joining me today. This is Nelson, and today I want to share a little bit of my experience as I grew from that lack and limited mindset to that abundance mindset, from lack and limitation mindset to that abundance mindset. So, we're going to talk a little bit about living a prosperous life. You see, growing up, I believe we all have picked up some things along the way, whether it's something that was traditionally passed down to our parents, something that we've seen someone doing in our culture or in our neighborhood. We have picked up some things along the way, even in the movies and watching television. We have picked up some things that wasn't beneficial to us growing up and even now. So, one of the things that I've picked up was living in poverty, going without, having the bare minimum. It's like you're humble, and that means that you are religious and you're a good person. I didn't understand the fact that every man have the same opportunity to prosper and be in good health. Everyone can have whatever they want. The only one who can hold you back is yourself. I didn't understand. I looked at the background of other people and compare myself and say, well, okay, well, they were born into this kind of lifestyle and they can have that, but I wasn't born into that kind of lifestyle, so I couldn't have it. I didn't understand that God, the creator of everyone, as the scriptures say, he's the God of all flesh, that he wants every one of us to have the same thing. He give every one of us the same opportunity. But a lot of us look and measure ourselves with other people and just compare ourselves to the point and accept the fact that no, that wasn't for me. But guess what I found out? I found out the thing that is keeping me back was so simple and easy to change, but I didn't know about it. I was doing some things unconsciously. Words are powerful. Words are powerful. They are like seed and they're very powerful. Like they said, likes attract like attract like. In other words, what you sow, you're going to get the equivalence of what you sow. You're going to get whatever that seed is what going to come back to you. Apple seeds, you're going to get apple. Pear, you're going to get pears. Tomatoes, you're going to get tomatoes. Whatever you sow, it's what going to come back to you. And so many times growing up, I refused to take responsibility for my actions. I refused to take responsibility for the events that was taking place in my life because I did not know. I thought that the government was responsible. I thought it was other people that was responsible. I thought it was people was against me, things was against me. I thought all those negative thoughts because I did not know who I am and what was available to me. So I had to do some checking out. I had to do some research and find out that as a man thinking his heart, he becomes. When a man changes his thinking, or if he want the harvest that he really likes, whatever he have right now, if he don't like that harvest, if he don't like what he's getting, he can change the seeds and get the harvest that he really likes, or the harvest that he wants, not what someone else wants for him, but what he wants for himself, his desire of his heart. I love what the text said again, that God would give you the desire of your heart, not my heart, but your heart, and he give me mine. Now, words are seeds, and as they fall on good soil, like your subconscious mind, in your conscious mind, you can say something and you can change it. In your subconscious mind, if you truly believe and it gets into your subconscious mind, it is going to produce after its kind. Your subconscious is going to make sure that you get the harvest of the seed that was planted and get down to your subconscious mind. So I find out all the things, all the events that was taking place in my life that was coming that I didn't really want. It was because of what was coming out of my mouth, my words. As it says in the text, your words will not return to you void. When it is sent out to do what it was do, it will go out and it will do what it was sent out to do. That is so true. So words are so powerful, and that's what was the hindrance in my life that was keeping me from really progressing and experience the true prosperity and the true growth that I want to see in my life. I had to change my words. I had to change what I was saying because those seed was coming back to me full force. It was producing after its kind. I used to say something like, I hate money. We talk about like attract like. I used to say, I hate money. I don't like money. And then how can you like something? How can something comes to you that you don't like? It's like a dog. If you're always chasing that dog, if you go to visit one of your friends and you pull up in his yard and his dog always run to you because he comes out and he's wagging his tail because the dog, he likes you, want to, want you to pet him, and you keep telling him, go, go. Every time you get to that yard, I guarantee that that dog, when he sees you, he's going to turn around and go, just like anything else. If you keep saying that you don't like it, if you keep saying that you can't, your subconscious mind is going to make sure that your request is fulfilled. He's going to make sure that you get exactly what you're saying, nothing less. So in order for myself to live that prosperous life, I had to change the seed that I was sowing. I had to change what I was saying. All this thing like I can. I will never be able to own a house. I will never be able to get a good job. Who's going to hire him? All these different things are seed that we were sowing. I was sowing against myself. And it is simple. It costs nothing to say something, but just the desire and the effort. You don't have to sweat. You don't have to squint. You can just say it. But you keep saying it, you keep planting it, you're going to get the results. So most time, the things that is so easy for most of us is the hardest to get rid of. Most people think that what they're saying, it is not effective because they can change their mind every time. They say, well, you heard some people say it. I've said it before that. Yeah, I said it, but I didn't mean it. But if I continually saying it, if it continuously come out of my mouth, it's going to produce after its kind. If I continue to say that, it's going to. So if that's going to happen, if you're going to have that harvest, why not go ahead and plant good seed all the time? Why waste time planting and plucking up, planting and plucking up? Why don't you just go ahead and plant good seed so that you can get a harvest? Plant the good seed and let it grow, and then you will get the harvest so that your life can be changed. I had to change the way I think. I had to change what coming out of my mouth, because as a man think, he becomes. That was a big um experience for me, just finding that out, that as you think you becomes, because I've experienced that so many times. I see the expression on my face when I was angry, and it all came from the inside. I was angry in my inside, in my heart. I can hear myself having that conversation with that person, and I looked at my face. I'm like, whoa, man, what's on the inside is showing on the outside. So in order for you to live, or in order for me to live that prosperous life, I had to first of all change the way I was thinking. I had to change the way I was thinking. And as I began to think, I began to affirm it. It began to comes out of my mouth. I began to see myself successful. And during the daytime, whether it's the morning time, noontime, or in the nighttime, I began to confess, say those affirmation over myself. I am successful. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I begin to say those things because it was what on the inside is what stored up on the inside of me. Those are good seed that I had to plant so that my life can begin to change. And as I begin to affirm those things, I begin to become more bold. I begin to value my opinion. I begin to see myself just like the other person. I begin to see the other person like me, because you don't want to regard iniquity in your heart. In other words, you don't want to be jealous of someone. You don't want to hate someone for no reason, because again, those are seed that you're going to sow. When you sow those seed, it's come back to you. So you begin to change the seed so that your harvest can change, and then your whole life can change. Words are powerful. Your mind is like a garden. In that garden, whatever you sow is what you're going to reap. And that was the deceiving part of it for most people, because they didn't see the result right away. They think that nothing was happening. I used to think the same thing too, because I didn't see the result right away. I thought that nothing was happening, but slowly and surely, like a rain, like that slow, soft rain, it rains and it's soak and it's soak and it's soak until next thing you know, there goes a big landslide. Bing. the land, that mountain, that hillside began to come down. So if you really want to live that prosperous life, because I thought that I couldn't own my own business. I thought that that wasn't for me. I thought I was going to be working for someone for the rest of my life. But how much that has changed today, because I see things different. I changed my thinking to the point now that we don't just have one business, we have three and growing. And I love to see other people prosper. And I believe those are seed too that you sow. When you love to see other people prosper and their life change, it also overflow back into your life as also as well. So to live that prosperous life, I found out through my seeking, through my knocking, through my asking, that it was the words that was coming out of my mouth, saying, I hate money. I don't like money because money is the root of all evil. Money turns people evil. It make Money makes people do things to other people. It make people being selfish and all these different things. Money have nothing to do with that. A person gonna be who they are, regardless. You can leave that $10 million on the table, and that person's still gonna be mean or stingy, and then you take the $10 million away and he's still the same thing. The money have no bearing on that person. It's the person who decide in their mind that they're going to be that way. That's the way they want to be, and that's the way they was. As a man thinking in his heart, so is he. So when you change the way you think, when you change the way you see life, you begin to see life from a broader perspective. You begin to understand that lack of limited mindset is what was holding you back. The words, the seed that you was planting is what was holding you back. And when you begin to change the seed, your harvest change, and your whole lifestyle begin to change as well. Sometimes you just need to be around the right people. Sometimes you just need the right encouragement. Sometimes you just need to read the right thing. Sometimes you need the right mentor, someone to help you. Like I always say, like a car. Not because the battery is dead doesn't mean the car is still good. The battery is just dead. You could replace the battery, or you could get a jump start and it start going on its own. So it doesn't mean that because you have a mentor and you need some help that you're stupid or you're dumb or you can't do anything. Sometimes we just need that help to pull from the inside. We just need a push. We just need something, a spark, to help us to understand you can live that prosperous life. You can have whatever you want. You can manifest anything you want. I love what the scripture says again. If you believe that you receive what you ask for, it is yours. It's up to you. It's according to your faith. Your faith is up to you. You have to believe. Believe is a key. It's a law of life. If I believe that the taxi is going to come to take me to the airport, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to get ready, and I'm going to be on time. I'm going to be waiting for that taxi. So that if I don't believe that it's going to come, I'm not going to get ready. I'm not going to be prepared. You have to believe. And if you believe in yourself, you believe that you can do anything. If you believe in yourself and understand that you have the same opportunity like everyone else. If you check out a lot of the bios of a lot of these millionaires and billionaires, you will see a lot of them start from nothing, start from scratch. They were poor, but they had to change their mindset. They have to change the way they was thinking. And when they change the way they was thinking and see things from a abundance mindset, when they begin to see things from that way, it helps to propel. And as they pick up that speed, they are now millionaires and billionaires and sharing their testimony with others. So again, this is Nelson. I just want to share a little bit of my experience with you, how I begin to live that prosperous life by changing what comes out of my mouth, because our words are powerful. And as the scripture says, we all will be held accountable for every idle words. Every idle words is basically not saying what the creator is saying or thinking about you. Say that you are blessed and highly favored. You are prosperous. Everything pertaining to life and godliness was already given to you before you even came into this world. It was there for you. But the only how you can tap into that wealth, that resource that is available to you is by changing the way you think, change the way you see things. Seek and you will find. You got to sort. And when you find the truth, it will make you free. It will make you free. It will see how much is available to you. You won't have to blame the government. You won't have to blame anyone else. You will take responsibility for the events that is in your life and understand if I change it right now, if I start right now, I can begin to plant good seed and also get a wonderful harvest. I love you guys. Peace, and I'm out. Drop me a line. Let me know how you're doing. You can hook up with me. Check out all the descriptions, the links in the description, and also go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button. And again, let us know how you're doing. And I'm always open and ready to help. Love you guys. Peace. And I'm out.